All right, welcome back. So today we're going to be building some sliding doors. And as you can see, I've gone with a 3-panel design. And yeah, I think it'll look good. Alright, so I'm about to start building the doors here, and as you can see I started with a 1/2-inch piece of plywood. I have primed along the edges, just so that any water that beads along won't go into the plywood, and I'll apply a few more coats of the brown paint on top. So my plan is to use this pine here to make a nice trim along the outside. This is the same pine I used on the trim on the corners of the shed. And then I have a thicker piece of pine for the bottom, just to have, kind of like have a footer along the door. And then, so I'm gonna have those brown squares, 3 sections. And then my plan is to have the same trim I have around the windows, sorry. And then cedar strips in the middle. So I've just finished priming the doors here. One thing that I did was on the back underneath, as you can see here, I have put a bunch of screws in. These are 1 1/4 inch screws with a washer here. And just what the washer does is make sure the screw doesn't sink into the wood and go right through the front. And it just allows it to spin and suck these 2 pieces so they can get nice and tight together. So yeah, I've put a bunch of screws on both of them, and now it's just drying, and then pretty soon I'll be able to put on my brown coat and get the doors up. I'm just installing the track for the sliding door here, and I measured out where all the holes go for the track up on the shed over there, and I just used a drill to drill through all 6.5 inches of siding, which was a little scary to drill through the cedar, but I checked a number of times, so there's a few little holes, and I'll go over there and show you what I did. So as you can see, I have drilled the holes all the way along the top here, and if you come inside, you can see that I added some 2x8s on the back, double thick, and I have some long carriage bolts which are just going to suck together and hold the rail on it. And I drilled right through the header of the door here, and then again some more 2x8 blocking to help support the door. So I've got the 2 rails joined up, and now I'm going to put the washer and the nuts to tie everything together here on the back. Alright, the track for the door is now very secure. So I actually changed what the kit gave me. I was supposed to use these 5.5 inch lag bolts, which were supposed to go through my siding here, and then through and into my studs. Oh, sorry, it would have been more like this, because there's those spacers there, which I didn't feel was enough into the studs. So I opted for these 8-inch carriage bolts, which, as you can see, have plenty of room to go all the way through the studs, and then they're nicely secured, and that way I can just tighten the track as tight as I want. And I think it'll last longer and better than these little bolts. I just finished the second coat of the brown paint here on the doors. So I need to get a little pine trim cut with a table saw. And then I'm going to put the cedar boards in the middle. One door down, one more to go. Well, here's the design and here's the finished product. So we changed a few things. The doors we made a little bit different than the original design. They were supposed to just be cedar, but we were running low on it, so I framed it up with pine and then put a nice trim inside. So the handles are coming soon. They're gonna be nice black, modern looking handles, but basically shed slides open on both sides. And there you go. A nice shed. I'm gonna build a little ramp up here. There'll be some shelves here on the left, a workbench here on the right underneath the window. But yeah, looking pretty good. All right, and here's the inside with a few of the things already inside. We have our workbench here to the right, and on the left we have 2 shelves. And yeah, and there we go. The last thing is installed, the ramp up to the doors.